Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and today, of course, we ended up getting the new Mythic of Shahbanu Vespera. And with that, we have a pretty interesting new kind of concept of team, and that is running pure color, single color team, which is something that you would never really have thought would be meta ever, but apparently it is. And there's quite a few different ways that we can run it. We're going to be testing quite a few different ways as well. And pretty much just going from there. Seeing what we can end up doing with this new Mythic. And hopefully finding some nice things. Or just keep using what we're already using just to get some easy PvP done. One or the other. For now, I think we're starting with yellow. Just because yellow actually does seem like the best. Yellow or blue. Definitely going to be the main priorities. Not just because of the options we have. But also because of her coloration. And her summon ends up working out better that way. But for this, we'll be able to go and just go right into... I almost just want to do it on purple. But since we already have that, we just go right into it and just go spamming like crazy. This thing is so weird. I don't feel like it's going to be good in the fact that it's slow for PvP. So it's not really going to be used for PvP much. But this is going to be so broken for Guild Wars, gosh. You basically just max mana generate. And then you just instant kill them with a single Doom thing. It is so, so good. I'll throw that down again. Might even need to go try a Justice on that other team. I never did bother doing that earlier. That'll be one of the things we'll have to test. If he even survives that long. Also, he's gaining magic too. We could just go use that for a gigantic magic buff if we want. We could also do that on yellow-purple as well. Or use it on hero too. But yeah, that's pretty much the new Mythic in a nutshell. Infinite looping to decide when you finally want to attack. Is pretty much what that is. What do I want to go do right now? I want to go do this. I want to switch to this. I want to... what am I looking for? I'm looking for Doom. Let's revamp this one. Where's the blue Doom weapon? You convert to red. That's not necessarily a color we would want to do. Do you have blue storm on you? Do you have any storm on you? That's not what I'm looking for. No. And let's get a Justice in there. Yeah, let's try it like that. See what happens. Now we have +3 blue. But hello everyone! Hello Starlight! Hello Simple! Hello Earthbound! Hello Tim! Welcome everyone! Okay, let's see what this thing can do. Do we have a drop for that? No, we do not. Let's just drop all that then. Use this on purple. Please don't miss. Kind of. Let us go. Let us go. Good. We won. And now it begins. Oh, that just did a lot of the wrong color. Okay, this converts red, which is a little bit of a weird thing. Maybe we don't run the Doom weapon. Doom weapon still seems weird with this. Maybe we just run double imp and... Oh, well, then again, we can't just drop hero, though. That'd be a little weird. Let's go for mana here, I guess. Oh, that missed. Do we have alignment? No. Even with that board, we don't have it. We'll just take a purple there. What do we have? What do we have? Probably take that purple and be good to go again. Whoa, that double kill. Well, time to go get those summons doing their thing. There's one. The recovery. This thing's also pretty good at recovering. In the sense that it can make really big comebacks. As you can tell by our full team already. Now, I don't think we do this Doom weapon. Seems a bit weird. It works for the other one because you can double up on that color and end up creating it easily. However, it's really strange when doing it with any color that's not the primary one it's creating. So we'll have to avoid using that then. I don't know, what else can we put there? That's still hero related. I guess we could do Anu's Scepter. But that's not an offensive option is the problem with that. But yeah, yellow does seem to work the best so far. Maybe we'll need to revamp the purple and see what we could do with that too. But yellow definitely seems like the strongest option so far. Okay. I might just need to go for this for the sake of going for it. It's already so much damage, might as well just one-shot them already. You're just watching your video of the Mythic and it reminds you that Brian the Lucky goes over 9,000. Oh yeah, that was fun when he used to be able to go so high. It is kind of what she's like. Okay, we might not be able to use the Blue Doom for this. We can't use Dawnbringer either, unfortunately. Let me just double check what pure blue weapons we have. Pure blue, all colors. Anu's not damaged, but it's good. Doomed Mass, no. No. That's useless too. Deal damage to an enemy to 2 random enemies, boosted by gold and enemy gold. You don't have any extra turn attached to you, though. What else do you get for effects, though? That's not what I want. This is actually the class weapon as well. Bleed, Last, Submerge. Nothing good. Gosh, this weapon is bad. I remember when this was going to be like the replacement for Key, Skeleton Key, and then they made it horrifically bad. At that point, I might as well just use Winter Orb if we're going to bother with that. Those 3 sisters again. Heavy splash damage to an enemy boosted by all blue allies and enemies. And if an enemy dies, gain 3 magic and submerge all allies. I'm not sure what I want of these options. What's this one? Drain up to 12 mana from an enemy. Then deal 34 damage. Create gems of that troop's mana color equal to their mana drained. That would only be good if they were blue. I think we might just stick with Winter Orb. We did that initially. It looks like we're just going to go right back to it. Yep, pretty sure we just go back to Winter Orb for the full AoE damage. And just do it that way. Okay, let's go try this again. Round 2. See what we can do with this. Grab the purple that we need. Get that going. Grab our other yellow. Get herself the green and all that. And then we'll just go take the purple over there. Get the last little bit of our mana. It'll give us a skull, which I guess we don't take, actually. Just gonna take blue. Getting this rolling already. I ideally wanted that to be full mana, but there we go. And now let's take whatever scraps are left and then go crazy. Just keep buffing up our first. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, definitely not broken, 13, 14, 15, 16, barely, 17, 18, oh no, 18, save us, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, finally, 31. Okay, I think he's dead now. Oh no, submerge. Rip. We gotta go skull him. Oh no, we missed. There we go. Oh no, he has a shield. Here. 666, haha. Fine, we'll doom skull you. Actually, we'll skull you. There you go. Definitely balanced. I really want to see what that thing scores. If that thing doesn't get touched before Guild Wars, I'm really curious what on earth that thing scores in Guild Wars. It might actually be able to viably get 9,700. That is going to be so high for Guild Wars. That is going to be really funny. Well, we gotta wait a week and a half. Next Guild Wars is in like, what, 10 days? Hopefully it is exactly the same in 10 days. Actually, it's probably even stronger in 10 days, because assuming the patch comes out, there's actually 6 troops coming next patch that make it better. Well, theoretically, 3, because obviously only yellow, blue, and purple matter. You could theoretically run it for the other pure colors, however, it's obviously going to work best if you do it with yellow, blue, or purple, since she uses those colors. Though it is technically possible with any color. Okay, Hero's about to die. I mean, not Hero. Humility is about to. I think we'll just let it die, actually. It's going to be too hard to try to keep it alive in this instance. Yep, exactly so. I'll take blue for now and just get this rolling already. Oh no, don't kill us before we get going. That's the only other big issue with this team. That it will end up posing against it. It does have a slow start. Once it gets going, it's just insane. But prior to getting going is a bit of an issue for it. Okay. What do we even grab here? I'm not sure what I even want. That is a slight issue here. That seems to occur. And that it can actually lose its focus, and if too much of it dies prior to getting going, it will make the battle much slower, especially if you lose every damage source. Luckily, we still have 1 damage source left, but still, if you lose every single one, that could definitely pose a problem for this team. Also, I don't really foresee this being used much in Guild and in PvP. I am right now, just because there's not really much else to use it in. But it seems like a Guild War only kind of troop. Maybe Tower of Doom, but probably Guild War only, due to the slowness of the team and the fact that it takes so long to get going. But once it gets going, that's like auto win right there. The second you have enough mana, it's pretty much done. It doesn't take too many turns. You have to keep in mind that you're getting so much mana and preventing them from doing any damage that it will probably be fine. The amount of turns that it does will technically lower your score, but you should gain so many points between them that it won't really matter, because you're going to maximize the amount of mana you have taken more than the enemy, and you're also going to maximize the amount of damage more than the enemy. And even though it might take a lot of turns to rack that up, it's probably going to be worth it. Also, that silence location just decimated us. Wow. That was some lucky silence right there. 2 most important things for him to silence actually landed. In order of importance as well. Okay, hopefully they get unsilenced soon. Okay, we won. They both unsilenced as well. Only need to... Oh, so why am I doing that, Pwn? I don't need a buff on you. Actually, I should probably buff Winter Orb. If we're gonna buff anything. Get some magic for that. Oh, wow, we don't have that many options, surprisingly. Let's do that into a already won. Let's just already win the battle. That works. Also, you can win way quicker than what I have been doing. I just keep looping it because it's fun. But obviously, many of these battles can end way quicker. If we actually focus on winning quicker. But a slow start will always be an issue. That won't really ever be resolved. Oh, what do we take? We'll grab that for now. Hopefully get lucky on a purple on this. Good enough. And now we buff that orb until we win. There we go. Okay, I really like this Mythic now. I don't know. I didn't really intend on ever using this outside of Guild Wars, but it's a pretty fun concept. It reminds me a lot of Truffle, except different. Should we go use it with Truffle? Wait. Oh no, Truffle doesn't create those colors. I was going to say, if Truffle could feed it any color, that would be amazing. But no, it doesn't actually feed any color to Vespera. Which is very unfortunate. If it did... oh, that would be fantastic. Yeah, that's the worst enemy of this team because it takes so long to start. Any quick skull spam team, like anything that runs a Webspinner or immediate skull spam, this team is going to be horrifically bad against. Because almost every variant of this team runs no tank up front. Which is why you don't use it for Guild Wars. However, why you don't use it for PvP. But that could pose an issue for Guild Wars too, because there are instances on those colored days where they might run Skull Spam. Particularly Yellow Day would be really common for running Divine Ishbala Quillen as defend team. So it could pose a little bit of an issue to it. Assuming it doesn't lose, it should be really high, 9,500, 9,600 for Guild War. Pretty consistently. Oh, we already won. Oh, almost. Never mind. I forgot that amount of reduction it has. And still not dead. Here, have some Doom Skulls. There you go. Definitely an interesting Mythic. And of course, you have all week to try to get it if you do want to try getting it. And I would advise getting it. Even if you solely just plan on using it for Guild Wars, which is probably my main intention. Oh, there's a Truffle team. We got looping before it even got mana. Oh, so why does it keep saying legendary? Oh, so did it say epic during one of them? It's like saying all the old dialogue. Not sure why. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it just said it right there, legendary. And then it just said epic. I don't know why it's saying all the old card things. That's kind of funny. Okay, let's just kill it already. We've had our fun. Oh, we don't have a drop for it. I'll try to take this. I guess we'll grab the skull route. Might as well. Nice little cascade, too. Okay, hopefully surge right here, get full mana, go from there. Did we grab that? Yeah, that's fine. I know we won. It's over. Just to save it, let's go give it HP. Okay, that should be enough. Oh, actually, it's not enough. Maybe I should give it a little bit more. Oh no, it's gonna die. Don't die! Okay, good, it somehow didn't die. We're not frozen, right? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's keep giving it enough so it doesn't die. One more, we'll do it. One more durability. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, now he won't die. Not like it would matter if he did die. Well, I guess it technically does, because it would slightly lower our chance of getting pure blue. Like we have been. Oh no, he has a submerge. Please take a skull. There you go. And now you're dead. Please unsubmerge. There you go. And he dies. Never thought I'd see the day when pure color's meta. There's always been like some decent pure color troops out there, but I never thought it would actually be this good at any point. It's amazing how one single troop can change metas. And this troop has single-handedly made single color troops viable. As well as weapons, obviously. Even more so than they already were, like the Doom weapons. And the already decent ones. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Well, I guess we already won anyways. Almost. That was a misclick, though. So it doesn't matter because he's already dead. Or not. And now he's already dead. Imagine this team before the gem spawn rework. Yeah, it'd be even more overpowered. Back when Justice was at his most overpowered state. In combination with this would be beyond broken. Though it's enough gem spawn that it doesn't even matter that they did the gem rework. The biggest gem spawns have always been pretty weak ever since the gem rework, the gem spawn rework. However, if you're spawning like 14 plus gems, you pretty much just ignore the gem spawn rework because it's so many gems that it just overrides it. And being able to do 18 or especially 27 gem spawn, a 27 gem spawn on her is basically never going to miss. Of course, it is possible that she does an 18 with 9 overwrite, which that will definitely miss on occasion. But a 27 gem spawn, when she gets it, will basically never miss unless you're the most unluckiest person in the world. But yeah, a 19 into 8 can definitely miss pretty often. And if she ends up hitting a 999, that'll almost guarantee miss. Like, actually, that was a, that looked like a 918. But 918 can definitely miss as well. Okay, let's go for that, and hopefully she gets pure blue, and she does. Also, it's always good when she magic buffs herself, though she hasn't really been getting it this match, because that ends up increasing the amount of magic buff she'll do to everything else, and then we just go crazy off of that. Is that enough damage? Should be. Oh no, not with that reduction it won't be. Keep forgetting that 50% keeps getting in our way. And we just go spam it. What hero class is this? I'm currently doing it with Corsair. Corsair hero class is +3 blue. Has +2 off of traits, and it gains an extra +1 off of level 70. I believe it also gains 1 extra magic per extra turn. It does that to all rogues, but obviously only it is a rogue on this team. However, that's still an extra magic per turn for it, every extra turn. And obviously we're getting a lot of extra turns. Then we could also magic buff it off for her. And I would have to specifically hit the hero though. But we get 1 guarantee hit by targeting it. And then the other 2 are random. And hopefully we get magic on that every time. And easy as that. Oh, and we got our 20 gems for today. Fire bombs. Oh, that's gonna be easy regardless of what we run. Oh yeah, if they never nerfed gem spawn, this would probably be the strongest mythic in the entire game. She might be top 10 though. Even if for no other reason that she's the most viable thing for yellow, blue, and purple Guild War Day. Because that alone makes it a pretty viable troop. I know that's not relevant to a lot of people, like being able to score really well in Guild War. But there are some people that really care about it, since that's one of the bigger things to do later in the game. Plus, they might be buffing Guild War rewards soon. And that in combination, if they ever do, would make her quite a bit more viable as well, for that purpose. But anyone in like the top few brackets of Guild War definitely want to pick her up. Could only imagine how broken that would be for the score. She's not bad for PvP. She's not the quickest option out there, but she's decently fun if nothing else. I highly doubt you would ever use this in factions though. It's just too slow for factions. It's too slow for PvP too, but at least in PvP you kind of do it to have more fun normally. Whereas if you do in factions, you're normally just doing it to get it done as quickly as possible. We could also just buff this thing. Try giving that extra damage. It does gain a decent amount of value. Plus, every single time we do this, it gains 8 magic per blue that we get. And obviously, we're getting a lot of blue, to say the least. Also, for Guild Wars, you'd probably want to loop until you one-shot. Though for PvP, you'd probably want to go for a one-hit into kill. You cast twice into kill. Or, you know, infinitely loop into cast twice into kill. Whereas for Guild Wars, you probably just want to infinite loop until you can one-shot the entire enemy team. And the main reason for that is just to negate out... It might cost you more turns. However, it would allow you to, well, for one, maximize your amount of... the amount of mana that you've gained compared to the enemy. But the other big reason is to make sure that the enemy does no damage to you, or at least very minimal damage. relative to how much you do to it. Because if you're just infinite looping the entire time, the enemy can obviously not hit you during this state. And you just do this until you one-shot them for Guild Wars. But for PvP, it's obviously quicker just to do 1-on-1. Or, you know, to do a double cast rather than a single. And right there should be double. Oh, that was almost a single, actually. And it was kill him out. What if you use 2 or more in the same team? You could. I don't think it would be worth doing so, though. I feel like you would want to avoid, well, for one, we would want to avoid skull spam like that. But you'd want to, I think you'd want to avoid using anything that has more than one color with her. And that includes another copy of herself. At that point, you almost might be better off just using Leprechaun or something for the speed that it gives. Or, you know, some kind of other mana generator. Oh, what am I looking for? And even that I'd probably avoid. I feel like the best route is just pure color it. Because that's one of the only reasons why we're looping so consistently. Is because our team is the same color. If we had any amount of different color troops, including another copy of herself, it would reduce our chance of getting a 27 spawn. Because a 18-9 is not that good. Like, the 18 aspect is, but the 9 overwrite of the other color is the problem. And you'd normally want to avoid that. And the easiest way to avoid that is having all 3 other ones be single color. Because even if she's spawning, like, yellow and purple off of herself, off of, you know, another copy of it, that's still a really high chance she's going to 18-9. And even higher chance that she'll do 9-9-9, which is the worst thing you'd ever want to have happen with her. Because that's almost guaranteed going to fail. Well, speaking about fail, that's another thing that's really bad against her. That is one really, really big problem it does have. Freeze. Freeze is devastating against it. Because the whole premise of the team is based on infinite turns. And being frozen is the last thing you want to see on her. Oh, I guess we do it again. What do we have for options? Not much. Has submerged. Save us. Good job. Still frozen, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, we'll go for that again. Oh, one dead. Oh no, she's about to die herself, actually. Okay, that was a bit of a sloppy one, but still killed Freeze. There's not a single color cleanser, is there? A single color cleanser that can cleanse whole team. That definitely does not exist. I know that there's single color cleansers that cleanse one thing. But we would need a full team cleanse. Hero also doesn't have that, unfortunately. I guess worst comes to worst for yellow, if you truly, truly had to. You could use Voice of Orpheus. And then just constantly have cleanse. Because every time a yellow extra turn, you cleanse. If you really had to for yellow Guild War, you could do that. Though blue and purple don't have an equivalent of that. Actually, wait, does purple? What color is Voice of Orpheus? Purple might. Hold up, what color is Voice of Orpheus? I completely forget. Isn't it yellow, purple, red? Or something? I need to go double check. Because never mind, that might just be an issue for Blue Day then, oddly enough. And most people won't run Freeze on Blue Day, because Blue actually has the most amount of immune to freezes in the entire game. Most of the teams you would run with her that are blue wouldn't have immune to freeze. However, the typing of blue has the most amount of immunes to freeze in the entire game, so that might deter people from even setting freeze on that day. Also, she has a nice comeback mechanism, if nothing else. There we go. So the stat bonus is just a bonus. The real power is the gem spawn. Oh yeah, the stat bonus you barely even use. Though it is helpful because you can keep things alive, or you can go and try boost ratioing the magic of something. But yeah, let me double check. What color is Voice of Orpheus? That'll probably be very broken when using it for yellow. I know it uses yellow. What are its other colors? Yeah, I was right. Yellow, purple, red. So yeah, you could use it for yellow and purple. So the only issue is blue, but most people won't run cleanse on blue. So if you have a useless Voice of Orpheus, you can actually use that for a backup if they do use freeze, because freeze does hard counter. The biggest things you have to look out for is if they use entangle or skull spam, you have to go doomed blade. If they go freeze, you have to use Voice of Orpheus, and in any other situation, you can pretty much just use whatever. But yeah, you would have to bring that out for freeze for Guild Wars. The Voice of Orpheus switch. Also, look at all those PvP tiers. Oh, and a redeem code. We'll have that soon, TM. But, wow. Anyways, let's go and, back to PvP. Let's go mess around with it more. Let's do, let's go back to yellow, actually. Hey, Azugoff. Stick with yellow for a little bit. Yeah, Sister Superior is green-yellow. So that would be a cheaper option for people that want to do that for yellow. But you wouldn't be able to use that for any other color. And Voice of Orpheus covers purple. But I'd prefer... yellow has plenty of options for it. The only real big issue is that they're not single color in every single instance. But there's not a single color that does it properly. It's the only problem. So you'd have to double color if you want to use a cleanse against freeze. Or a triple color in the case of Voice of Orpheus. Which is probably the better option overall, going Voice of Orpheus. But a lot of people might not have it, but they would definitely have the Sister Superior, since it's a rare that you easily get off of Bounty Hunter. Hey, let's start looping. Also, Dooms. Something that you normally wouldn't really use. However, Dooms do have an interesting mechanic, and they have a 2% chance to death mark an enemy when matching yellow gems, boosted by Ascension. And at max Ascension, I believe that's either 10% or 12% to death mark. I believe it's 12%. I believe it gets it per rarity. So since there's 6 rarities in the game, and you get all the way at Mythic, that should be a 12% chance to death mark them every single time you take a yellow. So that's actually normally not too good. However, this team gets so much yellow that you can actually get a decent amount of death mark on them, on the enemy. As I say that, we haven't gotten a single one, but it's mostly because 3 of his team out of the 4 have immune to death mark. That's probably a bad time for me to have mentioned that against a team that almost has full immunity to death mark. Also, one funny thing that we could do with Humility is buff up its magic, and then use that magic to buff up even more magic on the other things, and then just like one-shot them with that. I do feel like yellow's the strongest color. Though each one has their advantage, but yellow has like every advantage. It has the best Doom weapon option as far as its synergizing. It has the cleanse options, many different cleanse options that all work viably throughout the game. And it has Humility, which in itself is the best of the Guardians. I guess Justice could be considered, but when you're just buffing stats like this, it's definitely better to use Humility. Not to mention it can increase magic automatically, which is a nice little additional feature. Did he really just get a 1 freeze on us? That's annoying. Please cleanse. Good, okay, we're fine. And now we already won. Oh no, we missed. How could we do such a thing? What are you doing, Humility? Or Vespera? You have failed us. I'm gonna go for it. Whoop, we missed. Whoop. Oh, he's not dead yet. And that just bypasses Submerge. Doesn't even matter that they have Submerge. Also, this team composition that we're using is really good against Submerge. Even though it doesn't even have Dispel. Because it doesn't even need Dispel. We don't have an option here, do we? Okay, let's take that. Go, Deathmark, kill. Boom, go. Actually, we just re-Deathmarked him, which means he had a guaranteed chance not to die. Okay, can we just poke him already? Come on. Just kill it with anything. How do we not have alignment? There we go. He's dead. Super dead. Oh yeah, we haven't really faced a Yagwe Queen Titania team. I'm really curious to see how this fends against that. Or a Quillen Divine Ishbala with Rope Dart. Because a lot of people are going to have Rope Dart for next Guild War. You're going to see the highest amount of Rope Darts ever next Guild War. Because Rope Dart's available next week, right before Guild Wars. And I will remind everyone to go craft it. Because it's a really good weapon to have. Honestly, it's arguably the best weapon that you can craft within Soulforge. That's on the rotation to be craftable in Soulforge. Ooh, that was a really big miss. Actually set us back a lot. Because now we have, like, no mana. Very rarely does it miss that hard. I might have just lost. Against its worst enemy, Skull Spam. Skull Spam is such a good hard counter to this team. That and Freeze. Now everyone's going to start making, like, Skull Spam Freeze teams. With Assassin or something. But then again, these kind of teams can actually anti-build against Assassin. It's one of the few teams in the entire game that can actually viably put Invulnerable into a team. So maybe not Assassin, now that I think about it. Because every single Vespera team is probably the easiest form of team in the entire game to put Indestructible in the last slot. Since it actually makes a team viable. Or, you know, it's like an actual viable troop. Normally when you put that into a team, it's kind of useless. Though in this composition, it's actually pretty viable. Okay, let's do this again. Hopefully not miss. Humility, don't die. We need you. Do we have alignment? No. Now do we have alignment? Hopefully. Somehow still no, but I'm still going for it because why not? Humility can die. It has served its purpose for us well. Good, it didn't die. Barely. Oh, why'd I hit the Doom? I should be hitting for Humility to keep it alive in case we miss. There we go. Easy as that. Will it be 300 diamonds? It'll be, I can tell you right now what it'll cost. The cost of Rope Dart will be exactly 300 diamonds, 600 blue, 600 yellow, 15,000 souls, and 3 celestials. Because the 2 600s are always based on whatever color it is, and it's yellow, yellow-blue. Rope Dart, that is. 300 diamonds, 3 celestials, and 15,000 souls. So basically exactly what you see here, but 600 yellow instead of 600 green. So basically this exact thing, but replace that with yellow. And that's what you'll need for Rope Dart for next week. So you should easily get it by then. Just the default amount that you get without even buying any packs is probably enough. Though if you are a little bit short, spend 50 gems on yellow and blue days for dungeons. I forget what days those roll on, but whenever it's blue and yellow next week, or this week, go and spend the extra 50 if you're low. Also, you could theoretically also buy more with $5. Though 50 should probably give enough, the 50 gem thing. Yeah, it's definitely worth getting Rope Dart. Well, then again, I guess it's not really worth buying that for $5, since you could just eventually wait until Rope Dart comes around in $5 rotation and literally buy the weapon for $5. I don't know. Some things still seem kind of overpriced in this game. There's a lot of things. Also, I've been starting to play a little bit. I just picked up a couple days ago, which I think it was yesterday actually, or 2 days ago. I don't know. When did I start? 2 or 3 days ago. But what's it called? Is it Clash of Clans? I'm trying to think. It's that one tower defense kind of thing, where you have like 2 lanes and you put a bunch of things down. That one mobile game. I used to be into it. Like I used to watch videos. I never actually bothered playing it until like a couple days ago. But I never really watched footage for it for like ages. And I figured, I might as well go try it. And it's decent fun. Seems rather pay to win, though. But I still figured I'd give it a shot. I might stream it at some point. I still need to figure out a viable way to stream phone to PC, though. When I tried using a HDMI thing and HDMI cable, it wasn't really working properly. Though it might have been because it was a multi-port thing and not just designated specifically for HDMI. But it still wasn't working properly, so I'm not sure if I should just go get a separate HDMI thing or find a way to do it wirelessly or what. But I need to figure out something for it if we're ever going to do phone stuff on it on stream. Okay, anyways, next order of business. Let's go back to PvP. Let's go take our revenge. Yeah, we'll use this team. Why not? Oh, finally! This is the team I actually want to face. This is a Rope Dart team. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of offers in this game that are horrifically bad. And playing another free-to-play game kind of remind me how out of whack some of the things are. I already kind of knew. But compared to some other modern free-to-plays, there are some excessively overpriced things in this game. Whoa, Rope Dart, what are you doing? You just killed Vespera. Gosh, Rope Dart's still annoying. That hasn't changed. What are you doing? Now we got a really big issue. Every secondary thing I can't use. Because now we only use one color. Oh gosh, you got now even Rope Dart hard counters it. That's concerning. Because that's an actual Guild War team as well. Oh, yeah, we just lost. What a lucky Rope Dart. The AI was actually smart enough to go for Vespera. I think we'll just do this. Just hope we get lucky. Okay, we actually did. That works. Can we get lucky 2 times in a row? No, we don't even have a spot for it. Oh yeah, that's only one bad thing about using a Doom. If they're using a Doom weapon, that's a really bad idea. Because that gives them extra spawns. I wish these Doom troops were a little bit more viable. They're rather lackluster given that they're supposed to be like these kind of like amazing troop kind of things. And they have really high mana costs too. Among one of the highest in the entire game. Can we actually win? We might be able to at this point. Only big issue is going to be that Bless, which will get in the way of us trying to deathmark him. Oh, what do we even want here? I guess we just Skull into Poke. A nice thing is he actually creates yellow for us. And so do we. We also create yellow for ourselves. Do I try for Skull for Sky? Probably shouldn't. That seems too risky. What do we have for options? Take a yellow for now. I guess we take yellow out of Sky. Actually, we'll take it that way. Okay, that wouldn't have been a Skull, so that's fine. Good thing we didn't go for it, and he's dead now. We are going to be streaming Mario Maker. We are going to be within the next... There's like a billion things I want to go stream. I was just mentioning that I need to try getting it set up soon. So that we can do phone stuff if we want. Oh, there's a Vespera team. Jar of Eyes. Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to use Jar of Eyes with the Blue Storm. It's a little bit unfortunate that you have to use one other color. But the reason he's using Jar of Eyes is for Blue Storm into a mana accumulation. Although a little bit weird to be exploding brown since there's not going to be that much brown on the board. Well, we'll go face it, see how it goes. Actually, just for fun, we should go double blue. Let's use a blue team against a blue team. Let's see whose blue team is better. Though we do have advantage since we're player. But yeah, we'll be doing Mario Maker 2 stream. I didn't have time yesterday, which is why we didn't do it yesterday. But, I don't know, I guess we could technically do it today. I have time to do it today. We can do it right after, probably right after the stream. Oh, good that. I'll grab a brown over. Take a blue that we need. They haven't gotten to mess much with the new update yet. Though the link thing does look pretty cool. Okay, he's gonna start going. Oh no, he got his loop first. Oh, he's created blue storm for us, so I think we'll be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, the AI is always gonna use that weirdly. I would not advise using it on defense at all. Because AI is never gonna use it correctly. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but okay, we'll just do that, I guess. That works. Come on, magic. What's giving us the extra stat thing? Oh, it's just the, I forgot. You can double roll it on the same troop. I was like, wait, how did he gain so many different stats? Because the one magic is from his thing, and the rest are from the fact that it can multi-hit him. Because you can get multiple going on the same one. And he's frozen, and he's dead. Could you say which mythics are worth having multiple copies of? Let's see. Actually, I would need to go look at the page. But I'll go give you a list. So every mythic that is viable to have more than one copy of. Some are more viable than others, though. What am I looking for? I'm looking for base rarity. So, let's see. Things that are viable to have multiple copies of. Those include... There's not that many. Catches the Bull. For double into Yasmin's Pride and other similar combinations. Megavore for infinite loop into its instant kill. Which, actually, we could go do with the new Mythic if we wanted to. Hold up. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. We'll do that in a moment. The next thing. Wait, wasn't I just mentioning a color that would work really well for this too? What's that one troop I was just thinking of? I need to go figure that out. But anyways, all the things that are good with 2 copies. So, Catches the Bull, Megavore, Fairish Ra. Technically Plague, however, the troop itself is not that viable. Queen Aurora, though generally you run 1 Queen Aurora with the 1 Possessed King if you're going to bother doing that. Theoretically, Vespera, though I wouldn't advise it. And Tina, because the double 50% is currently the most viable 50% spell reduction troop in the game. And I believe that's it. So the only really noteworthy 3 to have more than 1 copy of are Catches the Bull, Megavore, and Fairish Ra. Those 3, they're actually all on the same page right here. But those 3 are the only particularly viable 3 to have multiple of. Fairish Ra for soul farming, Catches the Bull for boost ratioing up your stats and then going crazy with a double cast, and then Megavore for rolling 2 8% because they do stack 2 different 8%. Okay, let's go get Vespera on this team. Vespera. And what should we mana generate with? I guess Jar of Eyes, if we're going to go and bother using a brown and everything like that. Since we'll be creating browns. Oh, loop doesn't fit. Kill loop. A kill loop. An instant kill loop. I love that name. Instant kill loop wouldn't fit, so we're gonna call it instant kill loop. That needs to be like a new term for it now. A kill loop. When you infinitely kill loop. A kill loop. I actually really love that now. Okay, anyways, we need a +2 blue, +1 green. What color are we not using? Or are we using every color? Never mind, we are using every color. What's good +2 blues banners? Do we have a +2 blue, +1 green that's viable? Minus yellow? That's her color, however, that should be fine, actually. And for class, we could probably just go for Titan for tank. And for things, we go for Elemental, we go for Explosion, Barrier, Dust Storm's actually bad. Actually, no, not in this team it isn't, never mind. Extra for yellow, counterattack, and impact. Yep, that sounds fine. Okay, let's go give this a shot. And see how this goes. Not that one. Also, this is pure blue for blue Guild War if you truly wanted to. However, I feel like this would score way less. But let's give it a shot. Oh, grab that. Oh, we already got one instant kill. There's one thing this team does nicely. Okay, never mind. This might actually be viable. Hold up. Never mind. Scratch that. This might actually be good. Well, remember when I said Megavore might be broken eventually? This is his time. It's finally time for Megavore to be viable again. Wow, this thing's bringing a lot of things back from the dead. Look at that. Unfortunately, it requires double Megavore, which a lot of people don't have. It's a really Mythic heavy team. It's probably not viable enough anyways. But I figured we'd try it. Oh, whoops, we don't have enough mana. We'll go for Explosion then. Come on, Megavores, where are your instant kills at? You know you have a high chance. Come on. Come on. He's being really unlucky right now. We could always just keep throwing his ability if we want to as well. Come on, we can get 8%. Come on, you have 2 8%. How are you missing this many times? There you go. There you go. There you go. And they're dead. So after just doing that a few times, we probably have one-shot range. For quicker speed, we should probably buff it up until we get one magic buff, then switch, then get one magic buff, then kill, kill. And by then, we'd probably had double kill, and then we just one cast, kill, and win. See, that's what you're supposed to do. Getting more kills. There you go. Already pretty much won. And let's double Megavore, I guess. There we go. And if you get even one magic buff, that should be enough to kill anything in PvP context. Possibly Guild War context as well. If you were to bring this out for Blue Guild War. Double Grey King, I guess, could somewhat work too. I haven't actually tested it to know how viable it is, since I only have one. I guess that could theoretically work. I feel like one's enough for disable, but if nothing else, it would increase your damage. Also, why is Rope Dart so good at targeting her? Rope Dart currently has a 100% rate of hitting her. That is a really smart Rope Dart. Well then. Rip Rope Dart. Might just need to start avoiding every Rope Dart, gosh. I don't think we've won a single time against Rope Dart. And if we have, it was just because we got a quick start. But not quick starting against Rope Dart with this team is like instant death when using Vespera, due to how slow she gets of startup. I should have taken that skull first, whoops. Gotta go for every extra turn we can when we're using this version of the team. You haven't gotten a magic buff yet. Now you have. Now we do the other one. And then we just one-shot the one-shot. There we go. Yeah, it counts as 0 damage for Guild Wars. I don't feel like this one would work as well as the other one. Mostly due to that. Like, for a PvP context, it seems better, but for a Guild War context, it seems worse. Due to how Guild War gets scored. Though we're not doing Guild Wars right now, we're doing PvP, so in this context, it's probably fine. Also, you can double kill. That is a thing. Actually, it's even possible to quad kill. If you're using a hero class that has 8% instant kill, it is very, very unlikely, though theoretically possible, to wipe out an entire team with one extra turn. In that you would have to trigger 8% 2 times, and then 7% 2 times off your hero with the 7% thing, and then, you know, the Megavores 2 8%. It's very, very unlikely to happen, though it can happen. I've gotten a triple kill before, 1 extra turn. But it is possible to take out a whole team if you get lucky enough. It's very rare, though. Okay, let's see if we can defeat a rope dart. These are like the bane of our existence with this team. With any variant of it. No, we missed. Come on, how are you not full mana? There we go. Okay, hopefully this gets us rolling. Oh no, rope dart. Why? It goes for Vespera like 100% of the time as his first cast. I'm not sure if it's what it's coded as, but it just loves going for Vespera for some reason. I guess maybe because it goes for mana generator, because maybe it's coded to think the mana generator is the weakest thing on your team. But so far it has gone for Vespera first every single time, which is annoying because she's the most important thing on this team. Pretty much any team we're using her on, she's the most important thing because the whole team is built around her, specifically. That was a weird glitch sound. Let's go for explosion again. Oh, she's been getting really bad casts. I guess we try for Sky Blue. Only problem with this weapon is it kind of blocks our mana slightly. How have you not gotten any magic buffs? Oh, you already had full mana. Whoops. Mistakes were made. I know. Multiple mistakes were made. Don't kill it. What are you doing? Don't kill it. Okay, we'll go for that again. Come on, 7%, save us. Okay, I might just have to kill his truffle at this point. Go all in on his truff. I know, he killed our mana generator. I know, he killed our everything. Almost. Rip. Rippity rip rip. It's a fun team, but it might be too inconsistent to ever bother using for anything. The same as why double Megavore was never really much of a thing. It still is a thing. It's just it's extremely luck-based. Same reason why you don't necessarily use Assassin. Assassin is technically the best skull-based hero class in the entire game, but it is an extremely luck-based character. And extremely luck-based, while it can get extremely nice wins, like whenever you get lucky, the inconsistency of it's what's the problem. Because normally it's better to have something that's slightly weaker but more consistent. Because we can get really, really strong auto wins, but like that, whenever that happens. But if it costs us actually losing battles, then it's not really worth being able to do that. If part of the time we just end up losing anyways. Yet if we got a magic buff, they get really unlucky at not getting magic. Actually, now that I think about it, it might just be more viable for her to target herself in the context of this kind of team. Just to make sure she actually mana generates the colors she needs. Seriously, where are all the magic buffs? She isn't getting any for herself. Or for the thing. Megavores. They need it so they can actually one-shot in PvP. There we go, got one. Otherwise, they don't have enough. Did it really just live with 1 HP? Luckily the skull got it. That's a fail. That's an interesting concept. I don't think we're going to be messing with it much though. I still want to try to make it work with truffle. I'm not sure if we can though. Like, what do we replace? And she doesn't use green, which is the issue with that as well. Or brown. How many did you pull, Drock Savage? 50? 1 key? Did you get it in 1 key? Yeah, Megavores do wonders in Delves. That's the main reason why I ended up getting it. The double of it. Because at the time, it was at one point the most viable thing for Delves, running double of it. But that was prior to other options like an Iron Gut ever existing in the game. Will I be playing Tower of Doom tonight? You're curious to see your high-level team this week? We were messing with it some earlier. We were just running a skull spam team. We might be running some more later this week because I wanted to go test it with the yellow. So we're probably going to be running Vespera in Tower of Doom later today. Not sure which version of yellow we'll be running. But we're probably just going to run a yellow Doom team. Kind of like this, but probably slightly different. Because I wanted to test what she could do in the context of Delves. Because that's the only other location where she might be viable. Or not Delves, my bad. In the context of Tower of Doom, I mean. Because that's the only other instance where she'd probably be viable. Obviously, Guild Wars is her main location. But yeah, I do have to say, I like yellow the most, by far. It's not even close. Like, yellow is on a league of its own. The Doom weapon works perfect with it because of the purple gem spawn that she occasionally gets. There's like a billion different cleanse options if you happen to have to deal with freeze. And you can easily put the spell on the team if you really had to. But just everything about it just seems so much better. Also, it has had 3 events, so it's easier to get the Doom to Mythic as well. Most people are probably within 1 orb of getting it maxed. And if not 1, you could probably get it within 2, assuming you've been around for all the Dooms. Which anyone who's been playing for a year would have had. Though even if you haven't been, you don't necessarily need it maxed. It's mostly just for def marks. And even then, you could just mostly just use its base ability anyways, which would be perfectly fine. And you technically don't even need to use it if you don't want to. Oops, why did I just target it? Should have targeted literally anything on our team other than that. Well, anything other than those 2. Humility or hero is correct. Generally hero. So it depends if our humility is getting close to death or not, if we even want to keep it alive in a given battle. That blue into green seems tempting. Okay, I didn't get off a sky. I was hoping we could. Apparently not today. I'm gonna wait till we get a purple and then just skull it. Or we'll lose our turn. Get that juicy alignment. I was just double checking. Though I didn't even need the extra turn there, we already won. That was a little overkill, I guess. Let's see. What about Megavore plus Truffle? The only big issue with Truffle is it creates green-brown and she doesn't use green or brown. It's the only big issue with that. Also, you normally synergize it with Forest Troll and Greenstorm, neither of which you'd benefit from. There we go. It doesn't even matter. He gets a summon. Doom Skulls just wipe it right out. But yeah, yellow's my favorite version of this by far. It's not even close. Of the 3 colors that she's viable with. What do we grab here? Let's take yellow for now. Start getting humility going. Take that, try for Sky Red, didn't get it. Oh, I'll grab green for now. Grab blue over there. He'll do whatever. We'll take, I almost want to take green just to try for Sky Yellow. Didn't get it. Come on, where are all the yellow at? He almost dies for it. It's worth it though. Can we get rolling now? Probably. Oh, you didn't even take the extra turn there. How could you do such a thing? Oh, what am I doing? We already won. I forgot. We just double do max most of the time, and he's probably already dead. Once we get a bit of magic buff on it, which we naturally get also from the humility, which is nice. And humility also makes it more consistent for the stat gains we get, because every single time humility takes HP damage, he gives 2 magic to everything, and that 2 magic will buff the amount of stats we get every single time she casts. Every single time it increases it by 1, since he has it divided by 2. I believe it's her magic divided by 2 plus 1 is how much stats she gives. Actually, that's exactly how much stats she gives. So every single time we get a 2 magic off of humility, that's 1 extra stat per cast on her. And she can also cast on herself to give her even more magic, of course. And now we just start spamming. And what's nice about it is even if we get webbed, it won't even matter. Because her gem spawn is not based on magic. No gem spawn is. Or at least not anymore in the current state of the game. It used to be in the way back when. But because of that, web won't stop our gem spawn. It'll stop our stat gain and only bring it all the way down to 1. But that's not the main part of her ability, obviously. It's the gem spawn is the main part of her ability. Oh, here's an annoying life and death team. I don't think we even fought many life and deaths. Let's see how it does against this. Oh, I'm not sure what I want. We'll take purple. Oh, I assumed that'd be enough damage. Oh, it actually was if the skulls would have aligned. That's not enough. That's also not enough. No. Oh, but I could have taken that yellow at the top too. Fail. Gosh. I guess we just cast and just hope for something. Not enough. It's not gonna matter though. Anything kills him. Even when it fails, it wins. Oh, here's a Webspinner. Oh, here's something that could kill it. The almighty Webspinner. We got an okay start, though. Not the greatest, though. I say that, we're still getting extra turns. What else? What else? Yeah, that was a pretty solid start. I was gonna do it on skulls. It's probably too risky against Webspinner. Little too risky. There we go. Oh yeah, we could use these for pet battles too, though that might be a little bit slow. What pet did he get? Hello, Gustavo. Welcome. What do we drop here? Do we try for double purple? I think we just take a safe blue. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten double purple anyways. Oh, we grab, I guess, free skull. Let him poke us. Gosh, there's nothing good for us on this board. Oh no, rope dart. Oh no. Gosh, rope dart, you're so annoying. Rope dart currently has a 100% rate of hitting Vespera first. That was like a 6th or 7th rope dart that went for Vespera first. I'm not sure how it's coded, but however they have it coded, it has Vespera as probably like the top priority above anything in the entire game for whatever reason. There hasn't been a single time rope dart hasn't gone for it first. Ooh, Bone Dragon, that's actually bad. We're about to lose first slot. And there's not a single thing we can do about it. Rip. 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 Webspinner. Stop being so good against this team. Oh wait, why did I do that? I was like, wait, we could totally live that. Not for Hunter's Marked, we can't. That is 6 times skull damage, which is obviously dead. Thank you, Sapira. Greatly appreciated. I guess you should type thanks, since you might not be able to understand that then. Let's see. There we go. Grab a purple for now. Let's grab that. See what else we can get going. Take the yellow. Or poke us. What else? What else? Grab blue for now. Do I have a drop? Yes. Just get that in there. Take our yellow. Do that into Doom Skull. Oh, that's a big miss. Rip. Oh, that's a problem. What do you convert? Green to skull. Let me just take a safe kill on hero just in case. Oh, wrong gem. Oh, did you just agile it? He has 30% agile. Luckily he did not do it twice. I should probably kind of just be buffing ourselves. Oh, now we'll buff first slot, I guess. Oh, do you have enough damage? Yes, you do. Let's just kill it already. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no! No! And we'll just take that skull. That was a sloppy battle. Well, at least it went down. Such a weird option, but it works. Most of the time. It can lose. It's not foolproof. No team is. It's definitely an interesting concept, to say the least. And I would put it on the priority list of try getting it. It does seem good enough to go for. Though do be wary that we are going to be getting new drops and seals next patch. So don't overspend your keys. Because you're going to be needing them for next patch, your seal keys. So you might want to save all your seal keys for next patch. However, any of your other keys you might want to attempt with it, like gold, or gem keys or glory keys, you'd probably want to spend to try to get it. But I would advise saving all your seal keys. As I keep hesitating because I'm looking for purple alignment. At this point, it's just going to one-shot him. Won't even need alignment at that point. That's not enough yet. There we go. And another instance where we actually technically didn't need an extra turn there. But oh well. Hello, Marcelo! Any good team with the new Mythic? Yes, everything. No, basically everything pure color. If it's pure color, it's good with her. Particularly yellow, blue, and purple. Because that's the color she actually uses. Oh no, we just got frozen. I should probably switch over to the cleanse team whenever we're up against freeze. You'd mostly only bother taking that time when you're doing it for Guild Wars. But obviously it'd still be viable whenever to switch out. If that's a problem in the battle. I'm gonna try keeping humility alive this time. We're not frozen on skulls, though we don't have any extra turn skull. Oh, now we're not frozen on anything. Nice. We won. Got purple, still no alignment though. Still no alignment, really? I might just go for it anyways. Actually, we don't really have anything good to go for though. I guess it's killed already. That should be enough. There we go. It's probably my favorite team with it so far. And you switch out last slot depending on when you need to. Oh, there's a blue team. I should use my blue team against it, but oh well. Let's use the yellow version. One of the issues we're going to have to deal with freeze, and he doesn't. Luckily, we can't be frozen on whatever colors we don't use. I'm actually going to take a yellow there, just in case we can get alignment or anything quick with that. We did not, though. So let's do that for purple. Hopefully get lucky somewheres. Yes, good. Perfect. And if humility dies, that's not too big a deal. Which is why I keep skull spamming. Which that was beneficial since he was frozen. Now we're unfrozen. That was easy. We basically just killed it with skull spam. We didn't even need the Mythic. That was pretty much just humility and Doom Weapon that time. Which is also a strong combo. In itself, even without the Mythic. That's some juicy alignment right there. I forgot, we get a mana drain off that too. Is he already dead? Ruptar doesn't even get to hit us this time. Oh, not dead yet. But now he is. Dead. What's the team we were using with the new Mythic? This one. It's, this is the main one I've been using. I'm not sure if I showed this exact one for the video. What did I revamp? No, I showed this exact one for the video, actually. It's Humility, Doom Dax, Shahbanu, Vespera, and Doom of Light. And Doom of Light you replace depending on what you need for the team. You could put a cleanse option there. You can also go for another Humility, double Humility. You could also end up going for Sister Superior if you don't have Voice of Orpheus for a cleanse. And that's probably most of the options you have. And that new yellow thing that's coming out next patch. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least we're not entangled anymore, if nothing else. We're blocked heavily on mana right now. That's a little bit of a comeback. I'll grab that for now, let him force into Skull. And then hopefully we can go crazy off of this and get Humility back up again. The fact we lost that Doom Dax is quite unfortunate. Oh, I should have taken that red first. I'm just gonna hit on blue then, since we have double of that color. Keeps attack buffing it. That was not the one that needs attack. That was our first slot. Yeah, it is way too slow for PvP. But it is so much fun to use that I am fine with it. Now let's start actually trying to win now. Oh, I'll take that for now. The only pure color left. Gotta use it while we can. I really need that to be unentangled. It's one of those instances we probably should have went to cleanse. Not the one I meant to click. It's amazing they can make the Mythic so good, yet make the rare so horrifically bad. And they don't even necessarily make all the rares bad, it's just this thing is so ridiculously useless. I'm surprised they haven't tweaked it at all, the rare. I feel like if they end up nerfing her, they're going to buff this thing to make up for it. I don't think they're going to nerf her, though. It's not like game-breakingly broken. It's very strong, but it's not going to be too bad. Because it's only really going to be used for Guild War. I don't foresee it being used anywhere other than Guild War. It's just not viable enough. Also, the sad thing is we might actually still lose this battle. Okay, good. We got a summon there. Quick, summon. Go infinite loop into a bunch of attack. You got this. Please get an attack buff sometime today. Oh, never mind. We did get an attack buff. I forgot. You're webbed, so you're gaining like 0 attack. It's actually 1 attack, but still. It's basically 0. How do you have 432 attack, yet 32 magic? How does that end up working out? Please attack buff first slot. Make this easy on us. Thank you. Also, why am I doing it on that and not skulls? I'll take that. Go skulls. What do we have for options? Do we have any double chance anywhere? Not really. Not really. I'll take that for now, I guess. At 1000 HP. What even? Oops, that is not who I meant to use. Wrong genie lamp. That's the right one to use. It's the first time I did that, though it won't be the last. Accidentally using the Dejin genie lamp instead of the actual Mythic. Because they both have a genie lamp icon. Though they're different genie lamp icons, obviously. Every good team has a Doom weapon. Doom weapon is not required for this team. I showed the other 2 teams without Doom weapon. I just showed the yellow one with one. Just because it's really, really viable with it, but it's not required. Literally any yellow weapon would work. Technically, you wouldn't even need to use hero, necessarily. But if you have priest upgrade, it is advised. And if nothing else, you could always tank with Titan in first slot. Oh, that missed. It's not really gonna matter though. Yeah, dancing daggers would be fine. That one AoE weapon that you get from that one hero class. From the Drifting Sands hero class. That one that hits all enemies, that'd be fine. It's 14 mana cost full AoE. It's like a mini Dawnbringer that only uses one color. And the fact that it only uses one color is actually more beneficial. You would not want to use Dawnbringer with this team. But the yellow weapon that's similar to it would work. It's one of the few instances where that weapon's probably actually stronger than Dawnbringer. As weird as that may sound. Because anything pure color works best with her. It's not required to have to make everything pure color. But to utilize her loopiness as much as possible, everything has to be pure color, other than her, obviously, because there's no way to make her not pure color. I mean, to make her not 3 colors, I should say. But everything else should be 1 color. Always. Also, I should be careful. If I cast, I actually kill myself. We might just want to go for one-shot cast at this point. Oh, he has barrier, though. Well, in that case, doesn't it not hit us? Yeah, it doesn't hit us because it hits barrier first. And now we buff it up into one-shot range. And we just keep doing this until we can one-shot AoE kill that. Oh, that was a gigantic miss. Come on, he didn't even get any magic. It feels like magic is such a low chance on her. Now we're just getting really unlucky. Do we have any options? No. Doesn't look like it. I think we'll just take a yellow then into that mess. Now, do we have an option? Doesn't look like it. Come on. So much reflect. It's not really going to help it much, though. Or at least in theory, it shouldn't. Oh, what am I doing? We're already at one-shot range. Oh, Submerge, that's why. Hello, Submerge. Hello, not Submerge anymore. Oh, he had barrier, though. I could actually lose this if we're not careful. How's that? Not enough damage to kill. I'll take that for now. Please stop submerging. And barriering. And anything that will prevent you from going down. There we go. How's the new Mythic? Really fun. Probably only viable for Guild Wars though, because it's pretty slow. Oh no, a Lust team. It shouldn't matter though, we have resummon. What do we grab? Want a yellow there. Perfect. Oh no, he stole it from us! How could you? You must be one-shotted for that. There we go. Yeah, new Mythic's a lot of fun. It's not going to be used outside of Guild Wars, though. And maybe Tower of Doom. But probably not even that. Mostly just Guild Wars. Because it's going to score very well with how Guild Wars is scored. Or it should, in theory. We'll find out once Guild War actually gets around. But it should be insanely good at scoring high in Guild Wars. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, since we already clicked it. Poke. Luckily it creates yellow. Otherwise that would have been a 100% fail. It seems like they don't care if they add infinite loops anymore to the game. It's not actually infinite, but it's can get pretty close. Especially when you get Storm added to it. I don't really have a viable one for Storm, though. We'd have to put Jar of Eyes on this team, like the closest way we can kind of do it. Let's see. Let's see how close we can get to an actual infinite. Let's do a Jar. Is there not any other way to do Blue Storm, though? Doesn't the purple... Which one of the Doom weapons has a storm of itself? Doesn't one of them have a storm to its own color? Was it blue? The problem is the convert that it has is bad. No blue storm. I know the green one does. Does any other than green have it? Yes. Oh yeah, the yellow one. Oh, wait. You had Yellow Storm that whole time? It didn't feel like we had Yellow Storm. Oh, no wonder why the yellow is so good. He has even more viableness going for it. Let's roll with this version. Slightly slower start without half mana. But I think it's worth it in order to give extra blue for everything. Because once we get rolling with it, it's going to roll so much harder. Also, we're on -1 green right now, aren't we? I didn't change the banner to compensate for the fact that we just switched up the team. Also, please grab your last little bit of mana already. There you go. That's the other problem. You can get a triple color. It increases your chance of triple coloring, which is awful whenever that happens. Also, there's not even enough browns to really use it. Yeah, I don't think Jar of Eyes is the way to go. Especially when you're not using it with like the Megavore thing. Because that gave it a lot more options. Oh, why am I hitting on you? Should probably actually be just hitting on last slot at this point. Yeah, I like the double Winter Imp the most, I have to say. Of everything we messed around with this one. Winter Imp just gains such a benefit from getting all the blues. And as long as you're not up against a merge or anything like that, it seems fine. Just go double Winter Imp. Because then you just cast win. After looping for a little bit. Using Empowered instead of Hero, there's no room for an Empowered. Because there's no single color Empowers. Other than Firebomb, which is red. Although theoretically, I guess we could go Firebomb, because then it becomes a Zhejian, which is yellow, blue-yellow. But, I think the way to go for this would be, get rid of that, go Winter Imp, and put a normal weapon there. second Winter Imp. And then we put pretty much any blue weapon there. Actually, what's the lowest blue cost weapon? Might even be a little bit better to do here, just so it doesn't block as much. Anu would actually be pretty solid. It's not the absolute lowest, but it mana generates for the thing. Because we already have 2 damage sources, so our hero doesn't have to be damaged for this. I was originally going to do Anu as well. Haven't actually tested it yet, though. Because you can just directly do that into purple or yellow, which is occasionally going to be creating anyways. Which works out perfectly. Also, ever since an update pretty recently, Anu Scepter can actually cast on its own color. Ooh, that miss. That's solid miss right there. Ooh, that miss. That miss very hurt. It's super effective. And then we can just full mana right back to her and then go again. And then just double cast win. Though ideally not that slow. But yeah, I think we stick with the Winter Imps for blue. This seems like the more viable method to go for. And he gives Anu Scepter the thing to max. Not sure why I decided to take it that way. It didn't really matter which way we went with it. Oh, that hurts. You do triple to greens. Why are you still one-shotting us? Wait, how is he still one-shotting us? Enrage is enough damage? Oh, yeah, I forgot. They gave it that new perk where it does double damage. And then become Enrage. I forgot. They made him actually really, really good. They did that several when did they do that? They did that around 4 months ago, I want to say. They ended up doing an update to all the nulls prior to that one null thing coming into the game. And when they did so, for whatever reason, they made that null extremely overpowered for a rare. Or even just in general. Too bad Anu Scepter doesn't have Blue Storm on it. That'd make this absolutely perfect. Problem is, we're almost spawning so many gems that's reducing the amount of gems on the board some of the times. The fact that this is normal now is hilarious. And it's dead already. Oh, thank you, Vespera. Yeah, I know no Russian whatsoever, unfortunately. Oh, and Marsh should do it. Next hero class will be good for purple Vespera. Let me see. What actually was it? Let me double check. Next hero class is something. Where to go? One moment. It's buried. Next hero. Oh, nope. That's next faction. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's next hero class? Next hero class has gain 2 bonus purple. Oh, yeah. It's basically the core 0 of purple. And it has Chaos, Storm, and Arcane. So it has half mana start. It has Storm Tree for extra mana. And Chaos, I feel like, will probably do nothing for it. But Storm Tree and Arcane Tree are decent for it. And it gets +2 purple. So yeah, next hero class that's coming out January 3rd will be good for... actually, a lot of things that are happening within the next month or less is going to be really good for this Mythic. January 3rd, purple will become more viable for it. And all 3 colors become more viable as soon as next patch hits when we get the 3 new Guardians. I'm not sure if it'll be better than other options that already exist, but it will allow more options to be available, particularly really easy to obtain options. Because those options are going to be super, super easy to obtain. The ones that are coming next patch. The Guardian things. They're as easy as to get like Humility and Justice and stuff like that. Literally the exact same difficulty to obtain. Because they're found in the exact same location. Just by opening up a bunch of chests. Seal keys, that is, specifically. If anything, they're even easier to get than they were originally, since everyone already has seals, to some degree. Whereas obviously when seals first came into the game, no one had any. Also, how did he just destroy us? We are pretty much dead right now, surprisingly. That's quite unlucky. Oh, so how have we not summoned? Oh, because we're stunned. I was gonna say. We're not gaining as many stats, but it's mostly because we can't do a random stat gain. However, we still gain 8 magic every single time we get a blue match. I almost need to get up to one-shot range. I'm really curious how this scores in Guild War. This is so strange. I thought Truffle was bad, and that how easy it looped. Oh no, submerge! Oh no, I forgot. Fail. That might just cost us the battle. Probably not, but you never know. And I can't directly feed it blue either. That was devastating. Oh no. How do we outplay him? Take red, go. Good job. Oh no, Corvash. No, we're dead. I somehow have to extra turn into skull. That is pretty much impossible. Rip. It has failed us. Back to yellow. No, yellow is definitely the strongest. It's not even close. As I said, we're probably going to lose here. But that's mostly because Webspinner. Hopefully we get a strong enough start that won't matter. Don't miss. Good. That should be a win. And now we basically just wait until it misses on purple. And then we go crazy once it does. Actually, we already have alignment. Might as well poke. Double cast is already enough to win. Or not. Never mind. I thought that was a bit more damage. He didn't get enough magic yet. And Guild Wars, you would obviously double check that before casting. Yeah, yellow is hands down the best color to use for her in every possible way. It just has the most options and the best options. And yellow and blue will always be the most viable regardless, just because that's what she summons. So in dire situations, she just does better in those two colors compared to purple. But I would say out of all three colors, yellow is by far the best. With at least what currently exists in the game. It could obviously change with any single troop being added that made it viable. Makes it viable. But as it currently stands, I would have to say yellow is the absolute best for this team composition. Which is unfortunate because yellow Guild War was already pretty strong. And now it just became even more overpowered. As I say that, as we're literally getting truffle looped. Did we really just get anti-looped? Truffles, I know you're allowed to infinite too, but that doesn't mean you can just do that against our infinite. 2 infinite exists, but truffle still is better under AI control. Like, you would never use this new mythic for defend, but truffle you would. Because it's a lot easier for AI to not mess it up. It also technically has a more consistent loop just because it has auto extra turn. Her loop is actually less likely to infinite, though it can still go pretty far. We've gotten as high as like, what, an 18 already? Pretty sure if we tried, we could even get into the 20s. But it does eventually end, whereas truffle, pretty much unless you make it end deliberately, it's not going to end once it gets going properly. Assuming you have Farce Troll in the team too. Which is required for the infinite loop for him. I want that, but we actually die if we take it. Oh, but he dies anyways. That's a problem. It is very problematic. I don't have a drop for that either. I was gonna take a purple there. Grab that and then keep going from there. Okay, get a scold in. And we start looping it. Actually, you already have enough. Nope, you did not. How do you not have enough damage yet? Which was a little bit more consistent at getting magic. Oh, what am I doing? We already won. We got alignment there for the skill poke. Next hero weapon? Wait, what was the weapon? Well, I guess it is pure color after all. Let's see. What was the weapon say? Grant all stats effect to an ally. Then explode 2 divided by 2 plus 1 gems of their mana color. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be broken. That's going to be really funny. Because that's basically Mountain Crusher. It's basically Essence of Evil for, you know, yourself, for allies. Yeah, that's going to be really, really nice. Yeah, I guess purple will be viable too. Just not for another month. Not until January, what was that? January 4th? January 3rd. January 3rd, purple becomes viable with her. But for now, yellow and blue is the better route. Unfortunately, that means next Guild War we're not going to have it for. But the Guild War after next Guild War we will. Yeah, I do highly advise getting her. It is increasingly getting better by the second. Oh no, there's just so many useful things she'll be useful for into the future. At least from a Guild War perspective. Outside of Guild War, she basically has no purpose. Other than the fact that she's fun to use. I don't feel like I'll be using her much other than Guild Wars after this week though. Probably just using her exclusively for that purpose. But she has potential in being one of the most broken Guild War troops in the entire game. Which will be fun. Let's see. Against LD teams? What do you mean by LD teams? Oh, yeah, you can get damage really high really quick. Or maybe not really quick. It really depends on how lucky you get. But it can get pretty high. We've had to 300s already. This is Firebomb, so I'm probably just going to do whatever until it kills itself. And dead. Life and death. That would be a very annoying thing. It seems like it'd be slow though. Even slower than the slow that we're already doing. Tried for Sky Yellow, didn't get it unfortunately. Oh no, Skull Spam team. It's like the bane of our existence. Actually, there's several things that hard counter this. Freeze and Submerge are probably the biggest two. Freeze, Submerge, and Skull Spam. The only big issue with that is that covers a lot of things that exist as metas. But, well, I guess Submerge isn't meta. But, oh, also, we just lost our most important troop. Whoops. We might have already lost then. Yep, we already lost. Skull Spam, why? Oh no, Rope Dart, the other thing that is very annoying. So far it has 100% hit Vespani. Every single time. It has hit our, Vespera. Vespani. That almost sounds Italian. Vespani. I need a yellow. It's not a yellow, but we'll make it work. Now I need a lot more yellow. We got our yellow, now we need more yellow. There we go. Let's do that on purple. Somehow still not full mana. Oh, wrong way. Alright, now we should be able to get rolling. Oh no, the stun. That's not what we want to see. And a silence. And a rope. Come on! 100%! I'm not sure what is up with the AI, but it has 100% hit Rope Dart on Vespera. It really loves hitting her. Like, I'm not going to do freeze. If we can avoid it, we should. But then again, you know what? I should have tested freeze with Voice of Orpheus. I still haven't done Voice of Orpheus yet in this composition. We're going to have to against a freeze teams, most likely, when we see them in Guild Wars. So I should probably practice it now. That would have been a perfect team too. Shouldn't have switched so quick. Yeah, that's one of the biggest downsides I would probably have to say to this team. It is so slow. Like, it's gonna win most of the time, but it's very, very slow when it gets started up. There we go. Or I should say prior to startup. Yeah, the biggest benefit of Voice of Orpheus is it cleanses every yellow, so we just be able to mass cleanse out away from Entangle, away from freeze, and anything else that might be annoying. Those are the main two, of course. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to take the purple. I was going to go cast Humility, but not worth it. How did that not hit a single skull? We might have just died. That would have been a gigantic fail. If he actually reversed that Doom Skull. Spam. Also, I haven't handed out a code yet. I need to go do that. The almighty code. There you guys go. Use on gemsawar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your... let me take tribute first. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever game says right over there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And to give the same reward as always, I already claimed it. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Back to the grind. Actually, I should probably go start token grinding soon. We'll throw it a few more times. I don't know, maybe we'll make the whole stream just messing around with it. It is actually a viable mythic for once, unlike some of the mythics we've been getting recently. And one shot. Love it. Now, if we could always consistently get magic like that. Like, the most ideal when we use in this exact composition would be attack buff every time the first slot and magic buff every single time the second slot. And whatever else it does is fine. Those are the main two we would need. Ooh, a freeze. Not what we want to say. I'll try for Sky Skull. Didn't get it. Probably should have just went for mana. But oh well. I'll take that for now. Let's go directly for its mana. Oops, I forgot. We need to go for blue and purple. Oh, and I might grab a yellow and use it on purple. Why'd I use it on her? That's like the last thing we'd want to do, but looks like we have alignment, so it's fine. And he's dead. One shot. Another win. Up there's Yagoi Queen Titania. We haven't been up against this team that much, surprisingly, given how much PvP we've been doing. It's still very meta. That hasn't changed. I guess people just found other stuff to use. Oh no, he's gonna deny purple too. Which is problematic. If we don't win right now, we actually probably lose. Extra turn to go. Oh no. Oh no, Yagoi. Oh no! Oh no! He just looped us. We're so dead. And he still has Yagoi extra turn. He's got infinite. No, it's not actually infinite, but it normally infinites enough that you you win before you kill the enemy before it stops looping. Yeah, it's a really, really annoying thing to have to deal with. I'll take the harder one. What was she originally? I don't even recall. Oh, what did we grab? But yeah, they did end up changing her before release. I know that. I forget what she was prior, though. Oh yeah, she's perfectly fine right now. I don't think she's gonna get nerfed. She's strong for very, very, very ultra-specific things. But outside of those instances, she's rather underwhelming. But in those instances, she's like absolute meta. As far as best options in the game are concerned. And that's mostly just the 3 Guild Wars days of her colors. Oh, so we just got a gnome. I didn't even see that there. What do we get from it? 100 souls, barely anything. That better than nothing. Okay, I think it's time to go hunt the Nysha now. So of course we're still on the Nysha hunt. I need one more to finally have our full bonus. And I did want to grind that some this stream. I'm pretty sure the title even says that. Technically. But I do want to go grind to some. And obviously we'll switch back to a quick team like Scorpius. But yeah, that's the new Mythic. A lot of potential. Mostly Guild War though. Though as you can see, you can obviously run it for PvP too. But it seems like more of a Guild War option. She'll also have more of a random stack gain in the Guild Wars. Yeah, I can't wait to try it in Guild Wars in 2 weeks. And then again after that, because then we'll have even more options with her after that. But in 2 weeks, what's going to be nice too is we have the 6 new options, 1 per color, to use with her. Due to the new Guardian troops that are coming in. I'm not sure if they're really going to be more viable than what we're already doing, but if nothing else, it's more options, and more options will definitely be good for her. Anytime good single colors come into the game now, we're always going to need to look at Vespera and see how they can be used with it. particularly if they're yellow, blue, or purple. Yep, gotta get those pets. My guild hasn't been doing that many at the moment. I don't mind. This means more people farming Explore. Which is probably better anyways for the tokens. Can we please get an extra turn? Finally. And once we get an extra turn, they're so easy to get afterwards, of course. That would be nice if they did add pets to Explorer. It's a little bit weird in that they're the only gnome that is only found at a certain location. Specifically PvP and Arena. I guess to encourage people to play those game modes more. However, it was the second gnome ever added. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning behind locking them behind PvP and Guild Wars is, but they did. Or sorry, not PvP and Guild Wars, PvP and Arena, I meant to say. Guild Wars obviously has no gnomes. Because that would make the battle easier if they did, which is why it's not there. Same as why several other game modes don't have it, because it would make the game mode way easier. That's why things like factions don't have it, obviously. Otherwise, you could just cheese it and hope that the gnome appears and makes the battle easy, which you can't do. Because it's not possible. Because I knew people would do that if they did. Because that would literally be the meta for doing pure factions. Just get ultra lucky with getting a gnome in there. But that's not a thing, so you can't, unfortunately. Also, extra turn hunts, where are you? Why is it being so hard to get an extra turn? It's normally not that difficult on this team. We even have Storm to increase the chance of us likely getting it. I'm pretty sure I've already missed one. There we go. Like that. Whoa, don't need her. Grab that. Get her a Scorpion. And he's dead. Boss chest. What's in our chest? Anything good? Not much. Nope. Okay, he's gonna go do his thing. Get our mountain gun. Grab our explodey. Scorpius him down. And good to go. Wow, that was really quick. Now, why can't all of them be like that? Like, that's what we optimally want to hit for. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome. And unfortunately, it doesn't normally do that. Okay, what do we take? Grab our reds, grab our explode. What else can we get out of that? Anything? Yeah, let's mount it. And he's dead. Then it goes. Need a good team for soul farming. Same teams are still viable. Hasn't changed, actually. You just run it on Explore 1, 2, or 3. It's Dragon Soul, Double Fairish Ra into Umber Wolf. Or Dragon Soul, any 2 Necromancies into Umber Wolf. Or Dragon Soul into any 2 Necromancies into Hero Purple Storm. Any of those combinations are still the meta. The meta for soul farming actually hasn't changed for like 3 or 4 years now. Or like 3 years. Pretty much since Fairish Ra has existed. The meta has pretty much not changed for the most part. Well, I guess technically since Umber Wolf has existed. Which is about the same time. Both of them came out similarly. But yeah, it's been the same meta for years. It's just the location has changed. Now you do it in level 1, 2, or 3 Explore. And the level you do it at is whatever Dragon Soul triple hits, which is normally Explored level 2. Yep, no problem. And that is currently around the Fairish Ra version, Double Fairish Ra. I believe is still around 45,000 to 50,000 souls per hour. It's slightly slow than the quickest it's ever been, though it is still relatively quick. Especially if you do it during a gnome event. During a gnome event with Double Fairish Ra, you could probably get close to 60 to 70,000 souls per hour. Those only 3 days out of the month. But even in those other instances, you can almost get 50,000 per hour with Double Fairish Ra still. I haven't timed it for a very long amount of time since they've changed Explore. I know it's slightly slower in the new system, but not by much. And also you get gold instead. So even though it's slightly slower on souls, you're getting gold at a higher rate than you were previously. Which is not necessarily a trade-off you would want, since obviously if you're farming souls, you mostly just want souls. But the gold rate actually is higher than it's ever been for soul farming. Which is somewhat counterproductive, since obviously that's not why you're soul farming, but it is the quickest... the current state of the game is the highest gold rate that soul farming has ever had. Because I believe you passively get around 100,000 souls. I'm sorry, 100,000 gold per hour while doing optimal soul farming, which is way more than what you used to get, which is like a few thousand per hour. It was really, really low before. Hello, Adele. Welcome. So no more Anu or Nysha from Epic Tasks? No, there's still going to be an Epic Tasks. The red task was the only one that got replaced. The other ones will still be as is, to what we currently know. The only thing that got replaced were all the treasures. Which most people probably didn't even really need that much anyways. Especially since they're giving us Chaos Shards. Which of course can convert to treasure. What is better, gold or souls? Gold, mostly because gold can convert to gem-related resources, which can help with mythics, and just for doing content in general. Since a lot of content obviously is based on gems, since gems is basically the premium currency of the game. So the game's really generous with giving it out. But gold specifically has a gem value, whereas souls has 0 gem value. While it is pretty useful for upgrading things in the new metal system and just for upgrading things in general, it doesn't have any inherent gem value towards it, whereas gold does. About every 20,000 gold is worth about 1 gem, whereas no amount of souls is worth any conversion to gems. There's no physical way to convert souls to gems in any way. However, there are multiple ways that you can convert gold into gem or gem-related resources. You can get them physically into gems simply by using them on gold keys, in which case about every 100 gold keys would end up giving you 1.5 gems, which comes out to 1 gem per 20,000 gold, which is why I keep saying they're worth 20,000 gold. And the other value that it has is you can use them for guild tasks. And guild tasks give a bunch of things that some of which have gem value, and that also has about a conversion rate of about 20,000 gold into 1 gem. Though starting next patch, it's actually going to have less than a conversion rate of 20,000 souls or 20,000 gold into 1 gem, but that's a whole story in itself. The way that they're changing the tasks next patch. I explained it during one of the streams. I'm not going to re-explain it right now, though. I need to just cover it in a video right when the patch comes out. That's a whole topic in itself again. But the long story short is you only really do tasks once a month. And you just do normal tasks every week. But you only do the new ones once a month. Though you might want to target a few of them depending on what your guild wants to focus on. Like if you want deeds or more tokens or whatever else. But by no means would you complete all tasks every week. That would just be a complete waste of gold. Because there's 3 trees that are going to be really bad underneath the new system. That are never going to be worth it from a late game or end game perspective. Oh, go see forums? Did they post it? I didn't check forums this morning. Or last night for that matter. I only went there to go check codes. Let's see, there's the official patch notes. That's not what I want. Or, I mean, there's the official and non-official patch notes. One's for the beta. Let's see, it's not under the Vespera post, which actually literally has 0 likes. How has no one liked it yet? There we go, I added a like. Custom troop creator, share your contents. That's pretty funny. Someone made a troop building thing. Interesting. That looks like a nice tool, actually. Actually looks like a really interesting tool. I'll need to mess around with that later. Okay, what am I looking for? I don't see anything on it here. At least as far as new posts are concerned. And I see nothing under official. Where is it posted on the forum? Because unless it's an already existing thing or you're talking about the beta, I'm not allowed to say anything about the beta. Because it's probably mentioned there, almost guarantee. But I can't mention it. I don't say anything publicly on it, unless it's on an already posted post. Oh, there's the thingy. Where's this link go? Oh, she did post in a thingy. What did she update it to? Let's see. I might as well just go... Oh, yeah, I still can't go show it on screen. Well, I'll just go read it then. Would you look at this? She posted this 11 hours ago. Another cheeky update. Well, the devs have been back at the drawing board and have reworked the upcoming epic guild tasks even further. We know that a lot of the suggestions surrounded being able to choose which tasks to complete before assessing legendary tasks. But unfortunately, this isn't something that we were able to offer. As a compromise, we have further reworked the tasks to offer a big variety of the resources the community wants more of. Example, keys, and on top of this, the 4.6 update increases the guild seal cap of each player, which actually with the 500 increase that is basically the effectiveness of 25 free gem keys per week, which is pretty cool, which will give them further or give them access to more guild chests. These keys will be included at several tiers alongside resources that players couldn't easily target before. The 6 new epic task trees will now cost 31.5 million gold to complete, which is the equivalent of 31.5 legendary tasks. Those 31.5 legendary tasks would have given the following: 3,040 glory. This is in the current state of game. 3,040 glory, 237 gold keys, 102 gem keys, 32 event keys, 13 runics, 16 runics, 42 arcanes, 3 legendary troops, and a very small chance of a mythic, less than 20%. The new task will give the following: 900 glory keys, which it's not any physical glory. However, the overall amount of glory key is actually more than before then. Or sorry, 900 glory. Never mind. That's not glory keys. This is glory. So 900 glory, which is 2,000 less glory than before. 240 glory key, which is 3 more glories than before. 102 gem keys, which is even with it. 30 event keys, which is 2 less. 12 runics, which are useless and less. 42 arcanes, which is the same and also useless. 167 writs, which convert to 1.67 deeds, so 1 2/3 deeds, or it's almost 2 deeds. 6 deeds, 1 of each color. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. 281 chaos shards, that's 100% useless. So that whole tree is probably still useless unless they added something else key related to it. 36 colored pet food, which is generally useless, but I guess a little bit extra. 51 white pet food. 10 ultra rare ingots, 13 epic ingots, 48 jewels, 8 of each color, 6 tokens of guard, and 3 tokens of Yasmin. So they nerfed the tasks? Question mark, question mark. Hold up. So they made the tasks worse in trying to make them better. That makes even less sense. I'm confused. Is that really all of them? Let's see. Epic blue tasks. Okay, here's all of them broken down. Huh. So epic blue tasks are gem keys with shards, jewels, a bunch of other stuff, and some event keys at the end. So they basically just combined all the resources in between. So yeah, basically they made the tasks worse. How did they manage to do that? They literally found a way to make them worse. Let me see. Where's the tree that has the tokens on it? That's like the main one that's of concern at this point. Yeah, they somehow managed to make it worse. What? I'm confused. They found a way to make it worse. What? Okay. So... yeah. Don't do any new tasks? That is very strange. Like trying to find one that's like actually viable other than I guess maybe still doing the deed one. But yeah, now every single one other than deeds is useless. They basically just made it even worse than it was before. I don't know how they always try buffing something and making it worse. They have a really long track record of finally being able to do that. I mean, like, always doing that. Like, they try making something better by making it worse. I'm not sure how they are capable of doing it so often. But yeah, now the only tree that's worth it is green. Now yellow and red are no longer worth it with how they revamped it. No, if you're going to do epic tasks, you just do green and literally nothing else. And then just once a month you do all of them so you can do legendary tasks. But now green's the only viable one after they made that change. And no longer can you get a guarantee Yasmin per week. Nor guarantee Anu. Which completely killed Yellow Tree. And Red Tree they killed because they took away a lot of the gem value from it. So now green is literally the only viable epic task tree. I guess theoretically purple too, because you do it up to the purple deed. Because I believe it has a purple deed on it. Each one has a deed up to their color. Actually, what task was that on? Because now each one does have technically a deed, so that is somewhat relevant in itself. How early is the deed, or how late is the deed? 1 second. Where is the thing? The deed pops up on... where'd it go? Where's the post? Oh no, that's the patch notes. That's not what I'm looking for. Where'd it go? I literally just had it open. There it is. What color, or what thing does the deed pop up on? The deed pops up on... where is the deed? Oh no, it's all the way on 11. They put the deed very deep. Ah, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, they put the deed all the way on 11. That is very, very deep. At that point, you might as well just finish out the entire tree. But yeah, that seems very strange. I don't know. I hope they revamp it more, because that's still wrong. I feel like whatever they just did just made it worse. Like, it literally would have been better if they just didn't touch it at all. Also, we still haven't gotten our Yasmin. I mean, not our Yasmin, I mean our Nysha. I only said Yasmin because it showed up on screen there. Hello, Joshua. Welcome back. You were here several months ago. It's been a while. Yeah, hopefully it'll finish out hopefully it'll fix the task system soon. Like, they're trying to improve it. They're just doing really bad at it. Oh, glad he could make it. Yeah, I'll be streaming Gems of War for about another half an hour. Then we're probably taking a very short break and then switching over to Switch. Haha. We're switching over to Mario Maker 2. Haven't really gotten to try the new update on it, and we haven't actually even streamed the game on the channel yet, so I figured we'd finally get around to that. Yeah, we're doing Mario Maker probably in about an hour from now. Because we'll finish up here, hopefully get our Nysha, if we can get lucky enough. Take a very short break just to transition, and then yeah, we'll be right back into, or we'll be back into Mario Maker 2. And then later tonight, of course, we'll be doing the other Gems of War stream in 7 hours from now, 7.5 hours from now. Normal time as always. The Mario Maker stream will only be for a few hours, though. I do have something I need to do before the between the Mario Maker stream and the stream later tonight. I'll stream it for at least like 2 hours, if not 3. But somewhere around there. Oh, I'll grab that. Hit a mountain. Come on, any chest can have the Nysha. You know you want to be the one. Please be the one. That's a really long turn for whatever reason. I guess because I keep clicking on it. You thinking his turn is over, and it's like, nope, not over yet. Double Cedric, come on, one Nysha. We're so close. Any chest could have it. So close yet so far. Could take literal hours upon days before we get it. Though it could literally be any chest. And then we finally have max metal bonus as well at that point. How's the new Mythic? Very, very, very good. We were messing around with it for like 2 hours, and it's a lot of fun. It's mostly going to be used for Guild Wars, though. Particularly yellow and blue. Though it will also be used for purple in about a month, once new hero class comes in. New hero class weapon and hero class itself is going to be really viable with it on January 3rd. As it currently stands, yellow is probably the best option, blue the second best, and purple third best. Though purple might become second best on January 3rd. But it's mostly going to be used for yellow, blue, and purple Guild War, and pretty much no other purpose. But it is excessively viable for those options. It's probably a consistent 9,600 score for Guild Wars, assuming you don't lose a battle. And it can lose occasionally. It's pretty bad against 3 things: Skull Spam, Submerge, and Freeze. Those are the 3 biggest issues it has. More so Skull Spam and Freeze, because it's an infinite loop team, so any infinite loop is bad against Freeze. However, you can bypass that with yellow or purple, both of which can do Voice of Orpheus. And if you don't have Voice of Orpheus, yellow can use, what's it called? Yellow can use Sister Superior. So we almost gained another level. We're getting there. But yeah, we're almost level 1,500. It said we get it by the end of the year, and it came pretty close. Looks like we're going to get it right before the end of the year. So I was kind of right with that prediction, saying that we would. Because we would. I'll actually probably have it by next Gnome event weekend, though I completely forget when that is. So we might even have it by next weekend. By the time we finish grinding out the faction. Because I'll obviously be doing quite a bit of battles, doing the faction battles. Particularly since they go a bit quicker with potion effects, with all the extra stats we gain. At least until we get deeper into Delve anyways. But the earlier ones normally go decently quick, with all the extra stats. From throwing a billion potions at it, from trying to do pure faction. That bee's gonna get so much purple. I should have just grabbed it for Leprechaun, but well. It's another one of those situations where you like see it after you cast and it's like, no, but it's like, okay, well. I feel like that always happens. Like, the extra turn doesn't become visible until you take your turn. And then it's like, oh yeah, there it was, duh. Is Rope Dart and Soulforge right now? No, it comes out next week. It'll be available in 3 days. As soon as Monday reset hits, it'll be available. So in like 2.5 days from now. Or, you know, Monday reset. 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or whatever your time is in that time. But, yeah, this Monday it'll be available. And then it'll be available for a week. That is exactly why I tried modifying that. Gosh, not sure if you heard that, but the thing just fell. The light. Oh, these lights are weird. I need to find a replacement for them. They really do not like to stand. The light themselves is really good, but the stand just does not want to function or cooperate. Just because there's not enough room to like properly place it up. Like if there was enough room, it wouldn't be an issue. I need to get like a little table over here. I think that's the biggest issue. We get a little table right here. That will never happen again. I need to go table hunting. Because my setup is taking up quite literally this entire desk now. There's like no amount of desk that isn't being utilized for something. A little mini table over here would help that. We'll get that eventually. Hopefully by the end of the year. Nope, nothing good. Unfortunate. Okay, I'll take the brown over. Hit a mountain. Scorpius him down. Mountain him again. Scorpius him again. Come on. Oh no, we got lag. Multiple lags. Oh no, the unable to. Gosh, why does it keep doing that? It's like the second time this stream. And the fourth time today. It happened like twice this morning too. When I was trying to do the other video. It didn't happen during the video, luckily. But when I was setting up for it. Well, luckily not as much setup since we already had the teams down. Gosh, the inside of my nose is like itchy. It's weird. Like, it's not even that stuffed, it's just like itchy inside. Which is a really weird feeling. I think it's from the weather changing so much. Just the irritation from it getting so cold. You want to see how bad she falls off with multiple color teams? Yeah, using more than just one single pure color is probably not going to be viable for her. Because spawning 3 different 9 colors is horrifically bad. She's the first troop in the game that can spawn triple color. However, that's not a good thing. Spawning 3 9s is probably one of the worst spawns in the game. Not the absolute worst, but it's not good. And having any amount of troops that, like, if your whole team isn't the same color other than her, she's going to do that very often. Especially if there were another triple color in play. Especially if that triple color doesn't share any colors with her. Because at least if it has 1 or 2 overlap, particularly 2, it's not as bad. Like, a Voice of Orpheus isn't going to be too bad with her. It's still going to be bad, because you're going to get a lot of 18 9s. But you're likely not going to get a 999. Though it would still increase the chance of that occurring. But the best way to reduce it is just having single color everything. Please give us Nysha. Want it so badly. So badly. Nope. Rip. Okay, we'll try one more time, I guess. For now. Next will be our last set then. Then I'm gonna go grab lunch real quick, and then we'll probably transition to the other stream. And then tonight, of course, we'll do more Gems of War. Probably do actually one thing we'll be testing tonight, using yellow Tower of Doom with the new Mythic. We'll probably mess around with that and see what she can do in Tower of Doom. Obviously, one of the other locations that are similar to Guild Wars Tower of Doom, and we'll see exactly how that pans out there. And yeah, let's do it. I think it's gonna be a little bit towards the slower side. But what we're already using was a little bit towards the slower side, so we'll see how it goes. It's worth a shot, if nothing else. So we'll probably mess with that tonight. Then just some standard grinding like this. Hopefully getting our final Nysha. Unless we get it right now with enough luck. Soon TM. Oh, so speaking of soon TM, next patch might be next week, by the way. It's any time from next Monday to the following Tuesday. Within that 8-day time frame is when we're getting next patch. We just don't know when exactly. Well, we'll find out soon. We might even know this Monday when the patch is coming out. We don't have a good option here. Let's go mountain it then. Get our other little explosion. 1 mana short, because of course it is. And luckily it doesn't get a summon in time or silence. Technically both. Grab the reds we need. Grab our splody. Mountain it all down. And then double scorp. Okay. The final chest. Can we get our Nysha? Please. Yes, no, maybe so. One more kill. Right before he gets his double devour. Haven't seen him devour yet, but he can. Or, you know, not in that game mode. Nope, we just got Arachne, unfortunately. Nope, nothing good. Well, we'll get the Nysha soon. So close, yet so far. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go grab lunch real quick. We'll be back with Gems of War in about 7 hours from now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night. Other than that, we'll be back in like half an hour with Mario Maker 2. Or I should say at this point, what is that, like 40-something minutes? But yeah, at the 1:30 Eastern Standard Time mark, we'll be back with Mario Maker. It's about 45-ish minutes or so. From now, we'll go and be back with that. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and best of luck if you're still going to be going for the Mythic. We'll be streaming it more tonight, testing it with Yellow Doom, and hopefully finally getting the Nysha that we need for our 3 medals of Nysha. And we'll be back soon with Mario Maker 2, streaming that for the first time on the channel, seeing how that goes with the new update and everything, and go from there. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.